Battle lines are drawn. The climate camp protesters prepare for their week of action, and Kent Police ready with 700 officers and a £1 million budget. Very good evening to you. Kent Police say they've drafted in 700 officers and have a £1 million budget with which they're determined to stop activists closing down Kings North Power Station. Last night they raided the protesters' camp. Antonia Hastings reports.
In a well-planned and highly organised move, the protesters are showing that they really mean business. Construction work on the camp is well underway, just a mile from Kings North Power Station on the Isle of Grain. But work was brought to an abrupt halt when Kent Police moved in and seized several items, including bolt croppers, padded suits, climbing ropes and glue. They say it proves some of the protesters have criminal intent.
We carried out 2 arrests. 2 people have been charged and are now prohibited from returning to the Isle of Grain until their next court appearance, which is after the protest is due to finish.
It's costing around £1 million to police the week-long camp and march, with up to 700 police officers from 26 different forces, as well as security teams hired by the power station's owners, E.ON. Protesters are unconcerned and plan to force their way into the site through the high security a week tomorrow.
We never hid the fact that we are going to take direct action, that we want to shut down Kings North, and that was some of the equipment was part of that, but the majority of the equipment that they took is actually equipment that is needed.
Needed to fix doors on the compost loos and pipes to move fresh water around the site. The protesters have even brought in solar power and set up a food tent to make 3 vegan meals a day. The camp is almost home from home for about 100 protesters now, but over the next 2 days there'll be many more people moving in here. Antonia Hastings on the Isle of Grain for Meridian Tonight.